guys. After a couple of days off at the hospital, I'm pretty good right now. I'm so happy Pop is off today. I just we just dropped by the shopping center, pick up my medication, and here we are. It's Monday morning. Pop is off today. We will be heading to the Likelike Tunnel. Later on, we would like to swing by or look at the H3 tunnel, which is one of the newest tunnel in Honolulu. Believe it or not, man, this H3 tunnel was built in 30 years. You know why it took them too long? Because of the intermittent lawsuits that followed while they were constructing the freeway. It's one of the most expensive freeway in America. Used to be. I'm pretty sure there are even more expensive tunnels now that were developed after that. But it's just funny why a tunnel could last 30 years. No, that's how the whole Hawaiians are. They have been rerouting. They've rerouted the tunnel because of the fact that when they unearth or discover some bones, they go to court, and that would take a while before they start resuming the construction again. But anyway, so much of that.
Someone's hiding an order of fries.
So much of that. Remember, guys, the last video I had when I talk about a brief history of my life. I kind of forgot part of it. I'm sorry that I've left out a couple of things which I consider most important. My teacher during my first grade was Mrs. Bautista, Magdalena Dailig Bautista. She was one of my most favorite teachers, besides Mr. Pagaligan and Mrs. Tolentino. So I'm sorry I left it out. And I think during my grade 1, well, I was a pretty good kid. As a matter of fact, she was the one who wrote a couple of my speeches or my orations or oratorical contests. I had the opportunity to join the oratorical contest in district. I don't know, I forgot the district, but I was a candidate. I was a representative representing the whole district, maybe half district of Tarlac, and I became the first prize winner of that oratorical contest, and I was so excited. Remember now, I wanted to join contests at that time because my father was very happy every time I joined contests, and as well as my mom. They like me to join contests, and the reason why I joined contests is because I'd like to have a new shirt, new shoes. Every time I win, I would show my certificate, I would show my trophy to my father or my tatang. And what she did, what made me so happy, and it was a little funny, maybe to some people, that every time I won, he would go to the entire neighborhood and show my trophy. That's how excited my father was, and that's how loving he was, and something that I would never forget for the rest of my life. I love my tatang Juan so much, especially my inang Kadyang. They've been so good. Something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life, as long as I'm alive. And so much with that, folks. So much with that. Thank you. I will continue on after my high school days. I did not even graduate. I mean, I did not attend my graduation because most of the time I was going to school. So I bypassed my graduation and I went straight to college after high school. Okay, during my college days, since I was a scholar, I was so lucky that I did not pay my tuition, but my parents had a hard time, not a hard time, but they worked so hard for my my monthly allowances, because I stayed at St. Jude dormitory for quite some time. And then after that, when my uncle Nemesio, who is now in Ohio, built a house somewhere in Sampaloc, then we joined him and we stayed at the bottom of that two-story house. But anyway, to go on further, in 1994, in the 1972, I was given the opportunity to teach for the first time in the university. I was able to get help, and I think the fact that I impressed the university owner, Josephine Kuhuanko, she got impressed. Aside from the fact that my Nanang Orang, who used to be my auntie, worked for them, and she asked me whether if I wanted to teach at the university, and I said, you know, I gladly told her that I would be excited to teach. So happened I taught for 6 months, and after teaching for 6 months and being happy in the classroom, came another chapter of my life. I met a girl who was vacationing. She was 17 and I was barely 20. Actually, I was 20. Fell in love with each other, and I think that's it for now. I want to cut it short at this point. I want to continue on with the third part of my blogging. So guys, wait for that part. Thank you, and thank you again for this opportunity, and aloha.